you creating financial freedom. How the BS you hear could be keeping you broke. How to develop multiple streams of income. How to build a real business and make more money. How to pay less in taxes and keep more of what you make. How to score with the hat trick of real estate investing. How self-education pays financial dividends. How to protect your finances and your family. How to stop working and retire early and rich. How to recession-proof your life and your investments. How contribution creates real wealth and the science behind it all. Not only can you build wealth with these habits, but they are also crucial for protecting yourself and your family against the unavoidable twists and turns of economic and industry cycles. One more thing before we start: how to best use this book. Before we begin, I want to give you a couple tips on how to get the most out of this book. First, this isn't a book of concepts and ideas to ponder. It's a roadmap to creating financial freedom. The 6 wealth habits have separate steps and tools within each section and chapter. They can all be used together or can be followed separately. There is going to be a lot of information, so if you don't quite get something on the first read through, reread that section or chapter, because repetition is the secret to building any skill. Wealth Habits is about your financial future, not your financial past. We will talk about all of the things to do now, not the things you did or didn't do. So if regret or shame pops up, drop them at the door so we can move forward towards the life you deserve. For anyone who desires financial security and, ultimately, financial freedom, creating wealth habits is no longer a luxury. It's a necessity. When you don't apply wealth habits, you run the financial risks that come from relying on the other, bad or ineffective habits most Americans have that keeps them on a perpetual hamster wheel and ultimately broke. These wealth habits are the not-so-obvious secrets of how the wealthy become and stay wealthy, which unfortunately isn't taught to the masses. The good news is that it is not magic. It is not a secret, and it's not even complicated. It's time to learn how to apply these wealth habits in your life and join the movement by taking control of your future and creating the financial freedom you deserve. Now let's get started. Wealth Habit 1: Growing your way to wealth. Chapter 1: How the BS you hear could be keeping you broke. As I said in the introduction of this book, Think and Get Rich will only take you so far. You also have to do and get rich to actually become wealthy and be financially free. Wealth Habits teaches you the tools to build real, lasting wealth, but you can't start the journey towards financial freedom if you are dragging around BS beliefs about money and wealth. Which is why this chapter is first. I can give you all the action steps to get wealthy, but I would be doing you a huge disservice if we don't address your thoughts and your inherent beliefs first, because that is the driver to key financial decisions we make every day. Increasing your financial intelligence can solve many of life's problems. Without this kind of knowledge, we are doomed to repeat the pattern of work to pay bills. And although there is a science to being wealthy, it first starts with an idea to change, an idea to stop running in the rat race, an idea to break through all of the BS passed down or picked up about money and start getting the education to build wealth. But here's the thing. Unless you grew up in a magical environment with wealthy parents who had financial wisdom, no one knows this stuff. So if you've ever beaten yourself up for making this decision or not making that decision, I shouldn't have sold that house. I should have bought that stock. I shouldn't have hired that person. I should have left that relationship sooner. I shouldn't have. That stuff.